We don't all live here because of the weather or the scenery. We live here because we like doing cool stuff with motorcycles. And it all goes down in that building right over there. Andy Fryer, engineer at Baker Drivetrain.
Scott Lurg, I looked at the camera, design engineer. 2.
Chad Barrett, design engineer.
We're a motorcycle aftermarket company. We pretty much just do drivetrain, transmission, clutches for the aftermarket.
We use SolidWorks because we were in a 2D environment beforehand, and we found that 3D environment's the way to go for the future. Designing projects is much easier. We can get a project started from bar napkin sketch to, polished, finished product, in the end, in a fifth of the time or even less.
We learned SolidWorks by just doing it. And then after we messed with it for 4 months and 5 months, then we went to training. Chad's first experience with SolidWorks was on a business trip to, I think, Terre Haute, Indiana. And I had my laptop and I was driving and he wanted to learn. So I had him doing SolidWorks in the passenger seat, using the armrest of the car as his mouse pad as I swerved all over the road trying to teach him how to do stuff.
I think, one of my favorite things that I've used or designed in SolidWorks was the first project that I did in it, which was that torque box transmission. That was a really fun project because I had no basis on what to do. It was make it look like a supercharger, and I just went to town and, I taught myself to program with, with having to get an unfinished product out of it.
Since we bought SolidWorks, we've had it, 3 years now, we're a 10-year company. Our business has approximately doubled. We have just distributors throughout the world: Moscow, Dubai,
Japan,
South Africa, Japan, Thailand, Australia, New Zealand. Our experience through 2D training was learning a bunch of stuff that didn't apply to not only our company but our industry. It wasn't all manufacturing or design based, or mechanical design for that matter, to the point that halfway through our training we just left, because I can go back to the shop and learn 2D better on my own. So we came from that experience of a supplier or a software manufacturer treating us as they're doing us a favor, to turning around in our dealings with SolidWorks that we as the customer mattered, and that the program, the presentation, the assistance was set up based on our needs as a company, as Baker Drivetrain, rather than us as customer number 167B87. 1st of January, I got a prototype 7-speed gear set at my desk. And by prototype gear set, I mean a main shaft and a counter shaft with a bunch of gears on it. In 1 month's time, I had to do the entire shift system, the drum, the top cover, the bearing door, and the side cover, and make a functioning unit for our biggest trade show of the year. And we not only made it, but all the parts worked, were functioning, and we even had time to polish them before we went. It was all due to SolidWorks. We found that SolidWorks, you're flying through it so fast because you have all these checks and balances as far as mates, alignments, fitments, transparencies, cutaways, that when you get to that 3 or 4 month mark, you're not really that burnt out because it wasn't that hard or tedious per se. So that last 10%, you put in the right amount of effort, and you not only have a faster project, but it's a much better quality.
Andy has SolidWorks tattooed on his ass.
I was working at a Lockheed Martin doing fighter planes. I wanted to get a cool job in the Lansing area, which is kind of an oxymoron because Lansing isn't cool. So if it wasn't for this job, I wouldn't be in Michigan.